Well, here we go with overlapping triangles again. I've tried to outline them with different colors. Sometimes on paper and pencil you can do, for example, one dark and one shaded. That may be a way to help when you're doing this on paper. So let's start with those givens. I'm going to put them on different lines. I'm going to start right here, and I'm going to show AK congruent to CJ. And that is, of course, is a given statement. But I'm marking my drawing as I go. I used the little dimension lines as you would in CAD, but there you go. Mark it up. You're given that these two angles are congruent. Go ahead and renumber them. I'm going to say they're 1 and 2. And of course, that was given as well. We need another statement. And there we go. We've got the angles there. And we'll say that that is given as well. So by now you should be seeing a pair of triangles. And I'm looking at these two triangles, ABK. And I'm looking at how that one flips over to there. Again, ABK congruent to CBJ. That's obviously going to be angle side angle. Notice the 2, 1, 3. Line 2 gave us one angle. Line 1 gave us the side. Line 3 gave us the other pair of angles. Good bookkeeping exercise to make sure you get them done right. And to help you visualize, you can see clearly that these two triangles are reflections of each other. We're doing this one a little bit differently. The tick marks are already on the drawing. That shows you your first given, the two segments, and then over here these two angles are congruent. And we're going to prove the overlapping triangles congruent. And you see, those are the two triangles. So you can see again, it looks like a reflection. So let's get right to it. I'm going to write down my first given statement. All right, we already knew that. And there's my second given. And I've got two pieces now. I've got this side and this angle for the shaded triangle. And right now I just need one more piece. I'm going with this. We're not used to using the reflexive property on angles. We're accustomed to using it on segments, but it's really any component that gets to be used twice. If you notice there, it's a component of each of these triangles. So right there, I can see on this triangle I've got an angle, angle, side. For the unshaded triangle, angle, angle, side. So these triangles are going to be congruent by angle, angle, side. Okay, let's get to work on these overlapping triangles. I've got my givens here. This time I'm going to mark as I write them down. I'm going to mark them on my diagram. So just showing here, if you'd like, you could put in angles 1 and 2 if you want to number them, or use the 3-letter identifiers. That's fine. That's one pair of angles. I'm given these pair of angles congruent. So that's also a given. And let's see what else I've got here. I've got this side. Well, this side is being used twice. That's going to be the reflexive property because it's a full leg of each of the two triangles. And what I'm trying to visualize here, let's take the shaded triangle. I'm looking at an angle. Over here, an angle and a side. On the, let's say, the unshaded triangle, angle, angle, side. So it looks to me like this is certainly going to be an angle, angle, side congruence. To help us visualize this, let's imagine that the triangle flips over like this. This is certainly going to be another reflection. Imagine that it reflects across this, the axis of reflection. And see it like that. So there you go, angle, angle, side. Well, now the diagram is drawn, let's get to it. Line 1, we'll start out with just repeating our given. And we can see X is the midpoint. The midpoint of two segments, so we're going to use a definition twice. The midpoint definition. A midpoint divides a segment into two congruent segments. So I'm first going to say that those two are congruent. As I write it down, I'm going to place my tick marks on the drawing. And I'll repeat this for the other pair of congruent segments, restating the definition, or here I'll just say same as 2. Going all the way back to chapter 2. Easy stuff. And, oh, we can't forget our vertical angles here. I've chosen to write it with letters, or you could have renumbered them for convenience, angles 1 and 2. So again, if 2 angles are vertical angles, then they are congruent. And, well, I guess that just about does it. By now you should see this figure because this triangle is a rotation. Or I could say these triangles are rotations of each other. And these 2 triangles are going to be congruent, and that's clearly side, angle, side.